Hey, I hope you guys are doing good today. We are going to be watching the creepiest TikToks on the internet. And I know that TikTok is a crazy place. I don't have TikTok myself, but I definitely do watch the things that are coming out of it. And it is wild and never ceases to amaze me. So I thought this would be an interesting one. I like creepy stuff. So, why not? If you do get a chance, I'd appreciate if you can leave a like and subscribe. It helps me out a bunch, and I will have Visual Ventures video linked in my description below, so be sure to go and like and subscribe to his channel. He does a really good job. But all right, let's see what these creepy TikToks are.
This is the most disturbing, creepy, and weird TikTok account on the entire platform.
Right, I have to talk about this account because it's so creepy, and this is the second video I have been in.
These kids, teens on TikTok, more so, found human remains in a suitcase down by the river.
This video gets really dark, and it sounds so ironic because it's TikTok, but you guys would be surprised with the stuff that goes on over there.
TikTok
seems like it is like wild over there. The stuff that I guess is allowed to be posted. It seems like it's wild to me.
a fun, lighthearted platform, right? Well, there's a darker side of TikTok that you might not want to see. But don't worry, we went there so you don't have to. These are the creepiest TikToks on the internet. We're starting with the lighter stuff to the more disturbing TikToks at the end. So my goal this year, guys, is to give you guys more videos without sacrificing quality. And it would mean the world to me if you subscribe. And I promise I will do my absolute best to create the best videos I possibly can for you guys. I'm Visual Venture, and you are awesome. The Demon Dolls. In the summer of 2024, TikTok was a horror show, and it was because of a doll. The video that started the—
Oh, it's the Labubu's. I recently saw that now people are baptizing their Labubus. So I guess, casting out the evil energy. I don't know. I don't know anymore.
The panic was posted by a mom named Maribel Flores. In the video, Maribel's daughter ran into her room looking terrified. The girl claimed something was wrong with her Labubu doll.
What happened?
His eye just turned green.
Maribel thought she was joking until she took a closer look.
What happened?
It just turned green and I was cleaning my room.
What do you mean it turned green?
It's his eye.
His eye?
Yeah.
Up close, the doll looked wrong, but it wasn't just the eyes. The doll's smile looked stretched, almost like the smile was wider than before. The family was so—
How could it get any wider? I mean, like, look at him. Look at him. I don't know. Do you guys think Labubus are evil? I honestly just think they're kind of like cute, ugly. I personally don't want one, but I don't know. They don't really I guess they don't really bother me.
The doll's smile looked stretched, almost like the smile was wider than before. The family was so spooked that they burned the Labubu doll.
Oh my gosh.
The video went viral. Soon, other parents came forward. They left comments saying their kids had similar experiences with their Labubu dolls. One mom said her 6-year-old woke up crying in the middle of the night. Her child begged her to throw the doll away because it's a demon. Another—
Is this like the new Furby? Except these ones don't talk though, so I don't Or do you think that some people just totally get freaked out like after they see one thing and they could be kind of religious and maybe it's everybody's just freaking out now?
in the middle of the night. Her child begged her to throw the doll away because it's a demon. Another claimed her 5-year-old saw the doll's eyes change to a green color. That same kid swore that the doll would laugh at her late at night. The pattern was impossible to ignore. Different homes, different kids, the same creepy details. Glowing eyes, twisted smiles, and strange sounds at night. It was deeply unsettling. And the internet had one question. Were Labubu dolls cursed? Labubu isn't a random stuffed toy. It's inspired by a character from a book series.
Labubu is a species of mythical creatures created by artist Kasing Lung. She is part of a larger series simply called The Monsters.
It got so popular that people would camp outside.
They kind of remind me of, this is gonna, I don't even know if anybody's gonna know this, but where the wild things are, that's what they kind of remind me of. It's just like a kind of like a evolved version of that, and just like a doll doll shape, I guess now. That's what I think every time I see them. So I guess I don't always think that they look terrible because I used to love that book, but clearly I don't. They are cursed, I guess.
Series simply called The Monsters.
It got so popular that people would camp outside stores just to buy a Labubu doll.
A crowd of 20.
Oh yeah, people like have gone crazy over Labubus too, which is like I don't know. It seems like a Beanie Baby revolution. I mean, that's or troll dolls. I know trolls were really popular, but I feel like the hype of it all is very reminiscent of Beanie Babies.
2,500 people showed up at its Century City location
Oh my
before
God.
6:30 a.m. And that's become the norm for many of the company's releases.
But as more people took the dolls home, the TikTok stories began. More and more people believed the dolls were cursed.
And people are gonna have to deal with it because of the fact that the energy boundaries that are on this doll are gone.
Someone even found a connection between the doll and a demon from ancient mythology.
I mean, how does the demon get into like how does Pazuzu get into Labubu? You know, like I am a little bit confused up to that. And how are there so many? Are they just getting cursed before they get sent out? Like a little Labubu Pazuzu ritual goes on and then they get shipped out. Like I don't know.
Someone noticed that Labubu looked similar to a creature named Pazuzu. Pazuzu was an ancient demon that caused all manner of mischief, including storms and drought. He's even been labeled too dangerous to worship. Pazuzu has been depicted in Hollywood movies. People online started making side-by-side comparisons. Labubu's ears looked like Pazuzu's horns. Their teeth were almost identical. Even the names sounded similar. Soon, the hashtag Labubu Pazuzu was trending.
Oh
Within
my
weeks, the
gosh.
hashtag
Of
had
course
over
it was.
3.3 million views. Digging deeper, someone found a Simpsons episode where Homer receives a cursed doll named Pazuzu.
Simpsons warned us the Labubu doll is evil. In Treehouse of Horror 28, Homer orders pizza. Instead, a tiny dusty crate arrives. Inside is Pazuzu.
That clip sent the paranoia into overdrive.
I bet it did. That probably did not help, especially since everybody says, you know, the Simpsons are a prophet. So, you know, like they predict everything. I bet this probably made people go crazy. I absolutely probably just added so much fuel to the fire.
Dusty crate arrives. Inside is Pazuzu.
That clip sent the paranoia into overdrive. Some Labubu owners decided to take extreme measures. One TikToker burned her Labubu on camera.
I am burning this thing. This thing has been ruining my life, and it is cursed. I am not kidding. Do not buy these things.
But as the doll burned, something strange happened to the fire. It started to turn blue. Her video inspired a wave of copycat burnings. More and more people filmed themselves.
It turned blue because like whatever it was made out of maybe did something weird to it. I don't know. I'm just, you know, I'm just guessing.
To turn blue. Her video inspired a wave of copycat burnings. More and more people filmed themselves burning their dolls. Others tried rituals instead. One girl brought her Labubu to church. Some countries even banned the dolls completely. In Iraq, authorities declared Labubu dolls were unsafe for children. But
Oh
not
my
everyone
gosh.
was scared of the dolls. In the UK, people wanted Labubu dolls so much that they were willing to fight.
There's been crowd
Oh yeah. People go crazy over these. I have seen some of these videos of people just like everybody's fighting and everybody's very greedy when it comes to getting their Labubus. Like the vending machines. I think the Pop Mart vending machines. You know, like with the person in front of them are buying like 10, and then there's like not enough for everybody else in line, and then everyone starts yelling, and this has created like quite the chaos.
shoving and reports of fighting in the long lines waiting for the collectible. The distributor has since halted in-store sales across the UK.
That's so
Despite all the
crazy.
fear, Labubu dolls are still being sold. The Labubu Pazuzu hashtag is still on TikTok, and the stories keep coming. This next story is about a TikToker who found something terrifying in her home. The secret room. This woman noticed something wrong with her bathroom mirror, and she was right because she made a disturbing discovery. In April 2021, Samantha Hartsoe posted a TikTok titled A New York City Mystery. It looked like a regular apartment vlog at first, but it wasn't. The clip started with Samantha's bathroom. She was confused.
So I walk into my bathroom. Right here, I feel cold air
blowing on me. There's not a vent or anything.
Samantha was determined to find out where the cold air was coming from, so she started searching the bathroom. Eventually, she found the source.
So I start feeling, and the air is coming from the mirror.
When she pulled the mirror forward, her jaw dropped. There was no wall behind the mirror, just a deep, dark hole. A hole large enough for someone to crawl through.
Oh my God. See, this is like one of my, like this stuff like this is probably one of my biggest fears of like when you hear people living in walls, people living in like weird spaces, or they like get into your crawl space in your home. Like that like I mean, I don't think it's ever gonna happen to me because I would probably have to leave my house more. But I would say that this is definitely a fear, and I I don't know what I would do if I found this. I'd be pissed. I would say pissed would be my first reaction. Probably a little bit scared, and yeah, it like that is crazy.
Just a deep, dark hole. A hole large enough for someone to crawl through.
I need more answers. I have to go in and figure out what is on the other side of my bathroom.
Yeah.
Like, what if someone's living in there?
With the roommates watching, she decided to see what was inside. Samantha strapped a flashlight to her head and climbed into the hole.
I'd probably strap up before I went in there, though.
Decided to see what was inside. Samantha strapped the flashlight to her head and climbed into the hole. She also grabbed a hammer for protection. What she found at the other end of the tunnel was super creepy. There was an entire apartment hidden behind her wall, and it made her
There was another apartment behind her wall? What the hell? Oh my God.
wonder, what if someone was living there? The apartment had 3 bedrooms. Pipes and wires hung from the ceiling. The floor was damaged. The kitchen and bathroom didn't work. Then she saw something that made her freak out.
John, there's trash bags and stuff.
Those trash bags suggested that someone might be living there. There was also a water bottle on the floor. It looked fresh, like someone drank from it recently. Samantha kept moving, constantly checking over her shoulder.
I did find myself having to remind myself that there could be somebody.
She even found the
Oh yeah, 100%. Or like you don't know like where this is, like where the door is to get out essentially. So I mean, if the person, I mean, I guess she's lucky enough that maybe they weren't there then, but doesn't mean that they won't come back.
I did find myself having to remind myself
Oh yeah.
that there could be somebody.
She even found the front door to the hidden apartment. She quickly locked it from the inside. She climbed back through the hole and into her bathroom.
Okay, great. I'm gonna go ahead and lock this door. Made it out alive. My landlord's getting a really fun phone call tomorrow.
Samantha's TikTok videos about the apartment behind her bathroom went viral. The videos got over 20 million
Oh
views.
my gosh.
People in the comment section were scared for her. They thought whoever lived there might come after her. Samantha's story even made the news.
On New at 11 tonight, a hole in the wall behind a bathroom mirror.
I mean, this could definitely be somebody that's like a creep, you know, and I mean, from her video, it looks like somebody was living in there. So I would say for sure that like it's not like they didn't know that's there, right? So like they're being a creep. They're like the guy at the motel, like that motel story. Just creeps.
Mirror led to a secret room.
Experiencing viral fame after documenting a mysterious discovery behind the bathroom mirror in her New York apartment.
Then she got invited to the Ellen Show.
From New York City, please welcome Samantha Hartsoe. Hello, Samantha.
So how did the story end? Did Samantha ever find out who was living behind her wall? Samantha said she asked her landlord, but he didn't know anything about the hidden.
Maybe it was the landlord's and he got caught and he wanted to cover it up. That's just a thought. I have no idea.
Who was living behind her wall? Samantha said she asked her landlord, but he didn't know anything about the hidden apartment. For her safety, they decided to cement the mirror to the wall.
Well, that's
Better safe
good.
than sorry.
Yeah.
Right? This next creepy TikTok attracted the attention.
I can't believe that though. I mean like I can because you know there are so many stories of people finding out that there are people living in their walls, in their attics, in their crawl spaces. But the fact that there was like a whole nother apartment on the other side of the wall, like, oh God, yeah, that see like stuff like that is like probably it's like I would say like it's like an irrational fear that I have, but at the same time I feel like that's also like one of the worst like Probably one of the more nightmarish things that I can imagine happening.
Of the FBI, the mystery of Bon Skinny. In 2018, a
Skinny.
TikToker
Oh
named
my.
Bonnie started getting attention for her weird content. Bonnie never showed her real face. In every video, she wore a clown mask with a creepy smile. The mask had the words, "I like sweets," written across the forehead.
Well,
This looks a little cursed, I would say. Like, this is odd. God, there's just some weird people in this world. there are some just very odd people in this world.
The mask had the words, "I like sweets," written across the forehead.
Well, I'm Bonnie. Oh, I don't like you.
At first,
Oh,
Bonnie
no.
filmed dance videos in her garage, but as her followers increased, the tone of her content shifted. She started filming in a new location she called the Forever Room.
This is my forever room. This is where I live, and no one really knows that I live here.
What is a forever room? And how did you find a place that nobody knows that you live there? Is it like that doesn't sound safe?
This is where I live, and no one really knows that I live here.
That's when she filmed her creepiest video. One day, Bonnie made a thank you video for her followers, but her words were jumbled like a child struggling to speak.
I'm just so happy that people think that I'm, I don't know, pretty, and I'm just so happy that and I love you guys so much.
Then she said,
This person seems like they're a little mentally unstable. I mean, like, I guess a little would be like an understatement, but it seems like something is going on here that maybe requires some medical intervention and maybe some medication.
I'm just so happy that and I love you guys so much.
Then she said something that scared her viewers.
And without you guys, I would do things. And I just love you guys so much. I would do things that are bad.
She said with
Okay, that is a little unhinged. That is a little bit unhinged. Probably a little bit concerning, I would say for sure, because I mean that could be anything. And I would find this a little bit disturbing at the very least.
I just love you guys so much. I would do things that are bad.
She said without her followers, she would do things that are bad. It felt less like gratitude and more like a warning. Like her followers were the only thing stopping her from doing something she would regret. From there,
Which seems a little scary to put that much faith into your viewers that like you, I mean, obviously have a very mentally unstable stuff going on in your brain, but to think that your viewers are like your like gatekeepers to you doing something bad, whatever that bad might be, I would say that's very concerning behavior for sure.
her content got stranger. She played with dolls, making them talk to each other. One of the dolls looked exactly like Bonnie.
One of the dolls bears a resemblance to Bonnie's mask, complete with the same "I love sweets" line written on her forehead.
Viewers noticed how the other dolls treated the Bonnie doll.
There are other dolls present, and they seem to bully the Bonnie doll over her appearance.
In another clip, Bonnie...
She must be extremely lonely and probably has not been treated well. And she probably needs to be treated at the same time. So, I mean, if anything, I don't know. I've never heard of this. I've never seen these, but I guess from my perspective, this kind of seems like somebody who needs a lot of help.
And they seem to bully the Bonnie doll over her appearance.
In another clip, Bonnie showed pictures of fashion models with their faces crossed out. She also scribbled on the pictures like a child, something about being pretty or ugly. Viewers thought this was a cry for help. One wrote,
Yeah, like I would agree. And also it doesn't seem like maybe her mental age is not very old. Like maybe teenager, somewhere around there.
Something about being pretty or ugly. Viewers thought this was a cry for help. One wrote, "I'm genuinely worried about this person. I really hope this catches the attention of either the police or a therapist." Then came the bathroom video. Bonnie was pounding on the bathroom door, begging to be let out. Her viewers panicked. One wrote, "This isn't a joke anymore. Please find her location and call the police." People even tagged the FBI and CIA. Her videos kept getting worse, especially when a mysterious person named Mr. Man appeared. Bonnie posted drawings of the two of them together. Here's one of them. Mr. Man wore a strange mask and never showed his real face. In one video, Bonnie seemed afraid of him.
Hi guys. Hey, sorry. Mr. Man's not really happy. We gotta hurry this up.
In one instance,
that sounds a little scary. That sounds actually like very concerning. For I don't know who this Mr. Man is either, but doesn't sound like whatever kind of relationship is going on here is good.
Mr. Man's not really happy. We gotta hurry this up.
In one Instagram post, Bonnie was sitting inside a dog cage, and it seemed that Mr. Man put her there.
Hi, this is Bonnie's foster father. Bonnie is safe and sound and at the house with me currently.
The post ended with, "Do not call the cops. Thank you." Bonnie's followers were convinced she was...
That sounds not okay.
The post ended...
It says she's safe, but she's like she's getting locked up in a dog kennel, or I don't know, even some of these clips that he's shown right here, like the house doesn't look like it's in that great a shape. I don't know where this forever home is, but that didn't really look like it was in great condition either. But I would say that all of this seems very, very suspicious.
With "Do not call the cops. Thank you." Bonnie's followers were convinced she was being held captive, so they tagged the FBI over and over again. Not long after, Bonnie reappeared. Her voice was calm and normal, not the childlike tone viewers were used to.
She is in her kennel, as this is my form of punishment. As some of you know, Bonnie ran away from her housing.
Shortly after, she deleted all her social media accounts, and that's when the truth came out. The entire thing was fake. It was performance art. Bonnie allegedly had a facial condition that made her insecure, so Bonnie's content was an art project to enable her to express feelings she...
Even if this... Okay, we'll just say that this is like a freedom of expression or whatever. I don't know. I feel like, I think probably a percentage of it was performative, but I think there's also another percentage of it that is probably very real and probably very, very unstable for this person.
So Bonnie's content was an art project to enable her to express feelings she couldn't say outright. Mr. Man wasn't real either, just another character she invented. What seemed like a desperate cry for help was just a performance. Or was it? Up next is a...
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think I mean, I don't know who that person is. I've never watched anything. I mean, obviously it's like I've never watched any of them, but from the small clips and glimpses that he gave us, I would say that there's probably a performative part to it, but I also think that there is probably some underlying real issues that person was dealing with. So whether or not, trying to cover, I guess, like maybe cover it up to say like, oh, it was just a way for me to like let out my feelings or whatever, I think that there's still something that's mentally unstable with that person.
A case that affected many innocent people. Manchester nightlife. In December 2023, a TikTok titled "Manchester Nightlife 1 a.m." started making the rounds. It looked like normal nightlife content, but there was something sinister going on in that clip. The video opened with a woman standing on the street. She wasn't aware that she was being filmed. Then the camera switched to two other women. None of these women knew they were being recorded. The camera got really close to them. They were extreme close-ups showing inappropriate angles. The same pattern repeats. More women, more angles, always without the women realizing.
Oh, so this is a creep. This is a creep. Big creep.
And this was only one of hundreds of such clips. The person filming was a 27-year-old man from Bradford, but his name never came out. This guy bought Ray-Ban glasses with a hidden camera. Then he wandered into busy nightlife areas recording women. The glasses made it impossible to tell he was filming. When he had enough footage, he uploaded it to TikTok. It was all under an account called Walking in China. The bio read, "Record the nightlife of the city." The original account is gone, but this is a backup we found. The account exploded. 350,000 followers, 14 million views, and over 11,000 comments. And most of the comments were crude remarks about the women. This was...
I bet it was. I bet it was. This does not seem like a good idea.
Clearly wrong, but somehow it stayed under the radar and it went on for months. People filmed without their knowledge, posting, growing an audience, until one woman saw herself in the videos. Amy Adams was scrolling TikTok when she spotted herself in one of the nightlife videos. Before she could process her shock, she saw another clip of herself. Reading the comments, she realized exactly what the account was doing, and she wasn't gonna let them get away with it.
Right, I have to talk about this account because it's so creepy, and this is the second video I have been in.
Her warning video got 500,000 views. Other women checked the account, and many of them found themselves in the creepy clips. They felt violated. One said, "I didn't see him. I didn't know I was being recorded. I can't believe I've been targeted in that way." Another put it this way.
Well, one, it didn't seem like he was videoing our outfits or night out or anything like that. It was following us right behind, across the road, in front of us, loads.
Ooh, yeah, like he's just like walking behind them and staying behind them because he's a creep and he's like making creep content. Ugh.
The different angles.
The women bombarded the police with complaints. The story made headlines. One read, "Manchester nightlife videos. Women feel unsafe after being secretly filmed." As more people complained, TikTok deleted the nightlife account, but that wasn't the end. Police were determined to find the person who filmed these creepy videos. Police discovered that the guy wasn't just posting the videos on TikTok. He was also running a Patreon charging $16 a month for inappropriate clips.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so he's just a super creep. Cause I will say I have watched like people that walk around Vegas and stuff. And there's one channel that I really enjoy and he just walks. He just walks, you know, like it's nothing weird, it's nothing creepy. Like this dude's a creep. This dude is a just super creep. Ugh.
These
Icky.
were all shots that zoomed in on women all without their knowledge.
Yeah.
People can film in the public. It's not illegal to do that.
Right.
We want to look on a case-by-case basis. That can be classed as stalking, harassment, or public order offences.
Yeah, because I feel like there's like a line between, you know, if you want to go film and you want to go, you know, show your city or show your town or whatever, you know. But then I think what this guy's doing is this seems like a little weird. I don't know what kind of line that is or like what you would call it, but it seems weird. It seems weird. It just seems very weird.
All without their knowledge.
People can film in the public. It's not illegal to do that. But we want to look on a case-by-case basis. That can be classed as stalking, harassment, or public order offences.
Officers admitted the law was frustratingly limited, but they stressed that everyone has.
I mean, I don't know even like here, like what that would be considered. I mean, I guess like, I mean, it is like sort of like an invasion of privacy, but if you're like focusing on like a certain group of people, you know, whether like women, men, whatever, right? And you are actively following just them, but you don't know them. Like I don't even know like what that is like what that would mean or what that would fall under as far as like, and like maybe harassment. I don't know.
The right to feel safe on a night out, and these videos stripped that safety away. In November 2024, police finally identified the man behind the videos. They arrested him in Bradford in the UK. His name was never made public. Patreon shut down his page, but some women in those clips still felt uncomfortable.
Now when I go out, I am looking out for this cameraman, which isn't something which I would ever thought would be something I would have to look out for.
Up next is a TikTok video that
was weird. That was bizarre. I didn't even know about that. Like that was even a thing of like this, or like, I don't know, this guy just following people around. Like that is weird. That's weird. Oh, that is really creepy.
helped solve a murder. The suitcase on the beach. This TikTok video shocked millions. The caption read, "Randonautica sent us to this part of the beach, and we found this black suitcase." The video begins with 3 teenagers exploring a quiet beach, 2 girls and a boy. They notice something wedged between the rocks.
Guys, we found a suitcase at the beach.
They thought they found something valuable, so they were determined to open it.
So we just found this suitcase.
Oh God, so there's gonna be a body in there?
And we're gonna get it.
No.
Okay, so they're like opening it up with the sticks.
But when the suitcase finally opens, their mood changes instantly. Inside is a black garbage bag. It smells horrible. One girl backs away and dials 911.
Okay, so she's calling the police so we can see if it's actually a dead body or it's just food.
Oh
well,
my
it
God.
wasn't food. Turns out 2 bodies were stuffed into that suitcase.
How'd they get 2 bodies in there? Oh my God. Holy. Oh God. I feel sorry for these kids though. Like, can you just imagine like just being out and you're a teenager and you really come across a suitcase and you're probably like, oh, like maybe there's something in here or whatever, and you open it and it's a freaking body. Oh God.
Well, it wasn't food. Turns out 2 bodies were stuffed into that suitcase. What started as a TikTok video was now evidence of a crime.
Man.
The teens didn't just stumble across the suitcase by chance. They were led there by an app called Randonautica. This app gives users random GPS coordinates to explore new places.
It's a geocaching app, and it uses number generation to take you on an adventure, and you set your intentions, and it gives you a coordinate, and you go.
The teens tried the app, and it sent them to a beach about 10 minutes away.
I guess in theory that really doesn't sound like a bad idea. Like it gets you out of your house, maybe somewhere you haven't been. However, obviously things went wrong with this one because they got led to this suitcase, which is so crazy.
And you go.
The teens tried the app, and it sent them to a beach about 10 minutes away. They filmed their trip, found the suitcase, and called 911. When police opened the plastic bag in the suitcase, they found human remains. Their TikTok video went viral, amassing 4 million views. TikTok eventually deleted the video, but by then it had already spread to other platforms.
Sure.
The comments were split. Some doubted it, saying it can hardly take it serious the way they made a TikTok out of it. Others
Oh, that's kind of true too. I could see a lot of people thinking it was fake or it was staged.
Some doubted it,
Yeah.
saying it can hardly take it serious the way they made a TikTok out of it. Others pointed out clues trying to solve the mystery. Anyone else extra freaked out by how the suitcase looks new and not water damaged at all?
yeah.
Soon, the news picked it up.
A viral social media video claims to show the discovery of human remains near Alki.
Before long, the police identified the victims. It was a woman and her boyfriend who mysteriously went missing some time ago. The police even had a suspect.
The motive is not entirely clear, but the evidence is suggesting that this all happened because the couple were unable to pay rent.
Police believe the landlord took their lives, stuffed them in a suitcase, and dumped them in the ocean. All because the couple didn't pay their rent. 2 months.
Oh my God! All because you didn't pay your rent? Like you couldn't have worked something else out or just kicked them out?
Suitcase and dumped them in the ocean. All because the couple didn't pay their rent. 2 months later, the landlord was arrested. In 2023, he was sentenced to 46 years in prison. The victims' families finally
46 years. I mean, I know this guy is old, but that doesn't really. 46 years. If he was younger, he could probably live out. You know, he could live that out. I mean, I don't think he's living this one out with 46 years, but that doesn't really seem like enough.
2023, he was sentenced to 46 years in prison. The victims' families finally got closure, all because of a TikTok on the beach. Up next is a TikTok video about nightmares. The cursed number. This TikTok was unsettling from the very first second. It appeared in December 2024, and the caption was, "I am afraid," with a number. The girl in the video, named Lily, said she found something online called the cursed number, and she was planning to test it that night. But what was this cursed number? The number was 690452, also known as the heaven or hell number, or the devil's digits. The story was that if you wrote that number on your wrist before going to sleep, strange things would happen. They said you'll see creepy things in your dreams like demons, dark alleys, and giant monsters. But the worst part was
I've never heard of this one either. Never even knew this was like a thing.
this.
If something happens to you in the dream, like, you don't make it, the legend says it could be permanent in real life too.
Thousands of people heard about it. Some, including Lily, decided to test it. Lily came up with a system so people would know what happened afterward. She created 4 profile pictures as warning signs. One picture meant the curse was fake. Another meant it was real, but she was alive. The third meant she was sleeping. And the fourth meant she passed away. In that case, her sister would set that profile picture. All viewers needed to do was check Lily's TikTok account the next morning. And the profile picture would tell them everything. But what ended up happening shocked everyone. That night, Lily wrote 690452 on her wrist and went to bed. The next morning,
Is this like a Bloody Mary type of thing? I feel like it is.
He wrote 690452 on her wrist and went to bed. The next morning, thousands checked her profile picture. It was the fourth image, the dead sign. According to Lily's code, that meant the curse had unalived her. The day after, Lily's sister posted an update. Hi, I'm Jennifer, Lily's older sister. She woke up but is in the hospital. I hope everything is fine. Thanks for the people who cared. 2 days later, on Christmas Eve, there was another update. It read, guys, unfortunately, my sister died tonight. Thanks for all the people who believed in her. Her sister even added a date and a dove emoji to the bio, like a memorial.
Is this real or is this all staged? I feel like this is all staged, but maybe not. If it's real, like I don't know, maybe it's just a coincidence of maybe something happened with her sister, but
her sister even added a date and a dove emoji to the bio, like a memorial. The comments were filled with messages like rest in peace and she's in a better place now. Whether this was true or not, Lily wasn't the only one who tested the cursed number. After
like this is the problem, I guess, that like I don't know what to believe, right? Like I don't know, like did this really happen? Did it not really happen? Like I have no idea. Like am I skeptical? All the time I am.
Now, whether this was true or not, Lily wasn't the only one who tested the cursed number. After Lily's video, another TikToker named Miriam decided to try it too, but Miriam was skeptical.
This trend going on where you write this number thing on your wrist, then you go to sleep, then you'll be stuck in your dream and never wake up again. I didn't believe any of this.
Miriam
This is like Freddy Krueger type stuff. I don't I don't know. I would like to know like how all of this stuff starts and how it starts trending because it's so wild and I feel like it all just gets so out of control.
Wrist, then you go to sleep, then you'll be stuck in your dream and never wake up again. I didn't believe any of this.
Miriam wrote the number on her wrist and filmed herself before bed. That night, she dreamed she was trapped in what she described as a Squid Game backrooms nightmare. She couldn't escape.
However, I was still stuck in that place and I couldn't get out, to the point I felt like more than 5 hours have passed and I'm still in that place.
Luckily, she found a way to wake up.
But then I got up the stairs and finally I found the door that I opened and then I woke up.
Her video got over 500 comments. One said, I tried that one time and I got into a lucid dream. Others dismissed it, leaving comments like this trend is...
Yeah, see, like this trend is not real. I don't know. Yeah, like I don't know. I feel like we live in a time where it's sometimes hard to always, like you can't always believe everything that you see.
Not real. Maybe it's just a scary TikTok story. Maybe it's something else. But even now, 690452 is still listed on Urban Dictionary as the cursed number. The next TikTok was filmed in an isolated location. The abandoned theater. In January 2020, a TikToker named Brendan decided to explore an abandoned theater. Then he filmed the experience and uploaded it onto TikTok. The caption was, "This was so dangerous." The theater was abandoned in 1996 because people believed it was haunted. Unfortunately, Brendan couldn't get into the theater because the doors were locked, but there was a strange eye symbol painted on the wall outside. The video got 1.7 million views, 330,000 likes, and thousands of comments.
Oh my
One viewer
gosh.
wrote, "I dreamt about an abandoned theater. This looks so similar to the one in my dream." But Brendan wasn't done with the spooky theater. A week later, he went back to do some more exploring. This time, he was able to get inside. He found something interesting, an old piano sitting center stage. Brendan claimed a girl passed away on that stage years ago, and that her ghost might still play the piano. Suddenly, Brendan saw something that spooked him. He turned and bolted out of the theater. The video ended abruptly, but that made it even creepier. Soon, exploring creepy abandoned places became Brendan's main content. In one video, he visited a desert.
I like abandoned place content sometimes, but the other side of it is like I've seen some that seem like they've been a little doctored, I would say. I think I like the ones that kind of just go and walk around and it has like a little bit of history or it looks old and they just want to see inside because some of it's, there's stuff that's been left there or, it's been there since like the 1800s or something, and I think those are cool. But then there's other ones where it's like people try to look like that, but then they'll be like, I can't believe this happened. And then it shows like ghosts and like weird things happening. And then it looks a little too fake to me. So I feel like abandoned videos are kind of hit or miss for me.
Exploring creepy abandoned places became Brendan's main content. In one video, he visited a deserted bread factory with an underground tunnel. And in almost every video, something happened to make viewers panic. At the bread factory, he got lost in the tunnels.
Unnerved followers began asking Brendan if he needed help, but he didn't respond, simply uploading more videos over the next few days.
Each location seemed darker than the last. Fans noticed his captions were changing too,
featuring variations of the words, "Where am I? Wake up, help," and
See, like, it's like stuff like this that makes it I don't know, maybe I'm just a very cynical, skeptical person, but it's kind of like parts of me always think that this is all for clicks and likes and, it's people do crazy things for attention, and that is something that we should not forget. Even if something is real, at the same time, you have to know that there's, like, gonna be some people that just need attention and will do very desperate things for it.
featuring variations of the words, "Where am I? Wake up, help," and "run."
Finally, he posted what some believed was his goodbye.
Brendan posted a final video explaining that it was time for him to wake up and rejoin the real world.
His followers waited for him to explain what was happening, but Brendan didn't. He just disappeared from TikTok, leaving everyone confused. Months later, the truth was revealed. It isn't clear exactly how it leaked. It turned out that Brendan's videos were not real. They were part of an alternate reality game. Every chilling caption, every close call, every paranormal encounter was planned. Many times.
See, and then like people like eat this stuff up, right? Like if you are somebody who maybe is a believer in all of this, or like kind of like overthink overthinks a little bit too easily about too many things. I mean, I feel like this is the type of content that people just eat right up. I'm not blaming them. Like if like do you, like if you're getting paid for this, by all means, But at the same time, it's like I think some people also have to either know that like in the back of their mind, like some of this has to be fake, and I'm just going to be entertained with it.
Every chilling caption, every close call, every paranormal encounter was planned. Many times it seemed his life was at risk, but it was all staged. Still, knowing it was staged didn't make the videos any less creepy. And judging by the comments, plenty of viewers are still haunted by the videos. My friends, some things are better left without answers. Visual Venture.
I really enjoyed this video. This was very interesting. There's a lot of craziness going on, but I kind of just expected that because it's TikTok. I feel like TikTok is a crazy, crazy place. But there's definitely some that were very out there and some that were like kind of funny. I think the Labubu one's kind of funny. Um, the suitcase one was crazy. I mean, that's good that at least the family got some closure, but this was good. I like Visual Venture. I think he does a really good job at finding some of the like kind of outliers of things and covering some very, very interesting topics. So I really enjoy him. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate you guys being here. Be sure to go and like and subscribe to Visual Venture. He does an amazing job and he has a very, very interesting channel. So I definitely recommend his stuff. But that's going to do it for me. I hope you guys had a great day and I will see you in the next one.